I got blacklisted because of this. So when I saw that someone sent me this, like he said that I was a scammer, I went to the Discord, the migration Discord, and I sent a message in the general chat. You see what I mean? And I said, everyone is welcome except Jado. That's all I said. And then this message got deleted like 20 or 1 hour, 20 minutes or 1 hour later, and they kicked me out of the migration Discord. And then I didn't hear about that story for like few weeks. And now they
Queen by title, but in
pushed me
deeds, a
out. They
king.
blacklisted me for this reason because I
Naivete,
defend
woe,
my honor.
destruction, ruin,
Crazy shit.
and
Hold on,
And
decay.
wait.
another,
Sorry, I cut you off. It just sounds ridiculous. They kicked you out of leadership because
no, no,
someone
no,
called
no.
you. Oh, sorry.
Even it was so. Let me go like the story from start to the end,
Yeah,
not
okay.
finish
I
in
won't, I
the
won't
end.
cut you off. I said sorry.
So I started in 010 in this kingdom 3710, and it was pretty bad. The leadership was bad. I was inside council trying to fix things, didn't work out. It was Jado, drama, whatever. Then I moved to 05 and I started directly inside leadership, inside officer, as a warlord. And it went pretty good in the early times until KVK1 started. And then when it started, I realized I didn't have same opinions about how we should talk to people when we are fighting. I realized we are not sharing same opinions about the war, about the game, and how we
Right.
should play the game, and how we should have some diplomacy as well. Like, for me, when you are fighting and you are winning, you should take it all because you fight 1v3. It's for you to take all the rewards and not sharing
Once more
because
onto
you
the
spent
breach.
resources, troops, time
Yeah,
to
of
fight the
course.
other guys. It was not shared with Nkoa and all the leadership, and I was like, okay, my bad. And many
Who
other issues
calls the
also
lion
inside
home?
leadership, like about the activity of some officers, about what they are actually doing, about what they are providing. There are many yes men inside the leadership. So imagine you have Mkoa and also few people around him inside High Council. High Council is basically R5 of top 1, top 2, and maybe
Woe,
one or two other
destruction,
guys maximum.
ruin,
Then you have
and
the council,
decay.
it's like
We shall meet
6 people
again,
maximum.
Saladin.
And then you have all the officers. And they never speak, High Council never share anything to anything else. Never. Because it's like classified things or whatever, but they are not transparent because sometimes they are asking to put in place a decision without sharing the reasons at all, even to officers. And those are the one problematics most of the times.
But
Like for example,
sorry, go
I left leadership. So why how I left leadership? At the end of KVK1, we were not aligned at all with how we want to have the rewards
Who
and what
calls the
do we
lion
want to
home?
do with the people we just beat.
on. Right.
We
So I told
shall
them
meet again,
06 and
Saladin.
07, these two kingdoms, they were our enemies, so we should take it all from them. Emco replied to me, yes, but I'm trying to get people from 06 here for the migration, so I'm trying to avoid killing them. And I said, fine, but at least can we kill the inactive people not actively moving out of their territory when we are killing this? It's like pure simple
Who
joy
calls
having
the
to
lion
zero people.
home?
And he
Okay.
said, okay, fine for this. So first he said, fine for this. So we went on
Woe,
and we start
destruction,
killing those.
ruin, and
But then
decay.
I start a rally. So imagine, I start a rally against someone in 06,
All right.
and people inside the officers, they all even tell me, we are not sure about that one, that specific guy. And I said, okay, the rally is there. You can cancel whenever you can. When you are an officer, you can cancel a rally by kicking people out of my rally. They didn't, so the rally goes on, and we hit, and we killed that one. And it was very effective rally because it was like 1,000 or even 2,000 percentage
We
report.
shall meet again.
And then they told me, oh, you can't do that. And I got almost blacklisted for this from everything in O5 already at the end of KVK1.
I see.
And I told them, what the fuck is this? It's not correct. Like, okay, if I did something bad about that specific guy, nobody told me in advance, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And he got a little bit heated also in the exchanges, like, just to put in perspective, few days before I got insulted by other officers inside leadership chat. I got a lot of insults of calling me pigs, noobs, whatever, like a lot. I have the screenshots if needed, but I don't think you want to have people insulting. Like, what is going to bring you, I don't know. And I left leadership just before we went on. So after KVK1, just before we took it's not the last temple, it's the center building.
See. Zig.
The ziggurat, yes, the ziggurat. I left leadership like one day before.
So I'm confused because from the chats that I've seen and screenshots I've seen, people are saying you've been blacklisted.
Yeah, they try to blacklist people as soon as they have too much knowledge about what's going on and how it's going on, and they have too much leverage about hurting the leadership. Like like what I'm doing right now, if I want, I can explain to you like how MKOR is doing stuff to manipulate people. It's very simple. It's something we learn in the sales team. You don't talk, you wait for everyone to talk, and then you give your opinion at the end when everyone already spoke, and then you can see where is the consensus and you go for that. Like this, you are never giving your opinion beforehand, and you know exactly what you have to do, what you have to tell, to just keep leading without hurting anyone. And it's like finding people that likes power, promoting them. They feel rewarded and they will always follow him. See what I mean? And he doesn't want people with their own opinions or just trying to balance and see how we can do different things. No. So there, I almost already got blacklisted, and I get out by saying, "Yeah, what the fuck is like one-time rally? You can't blacklist me for this." And they got pressured also by some people inside O5, like, "You can't blacklist someone for just this. It's completely nonsense." So fortunately, I received the KVK1 rewards, and we goes on. And then I got blacklisted like 2 or 3 days ago for what I shared with Jado. And because I said, oh, someone from leadership come and talk to me about the issues you are having for the MG, the current MG. Like, and they think, oh my fucking god, Skipper has access to everything inside leadership. So they think I have access to leadership chat. That's why I got removed.
Because they thought you had access to leadership chat.
Yeah, and I saw everything, which is not true at all. I just got one officer talking to me about a situation he's not comfortable with.
No, that's completely fair.
And that's it.
I mean,
And it's enough to blacklist me, one of the guy who spent a lot of times building the kingdom, sharing knowledge a lot. We did a presentation with one other officer, like ready to build the kingdom. I was really much involved, and they just don't care at all. It's like I never did anything for the kingdom. I'm just a random guy and not worth any attention. In the tickets as well. So whenever you have an issue, you need to create a ticket. So I create a ticket for my blacklist, and they just close it without any reply. And I got one reply from the council saying decision has been made, and we don't want to talk about it anymore.
Is that what Massina was referring to when he said the Aldrich screenshot?
Yes.
I mean, that's one I don't have. I mean, it kind of makes.
You want the screenshots?
Sure. I mean, words are words unless backed by evidence. You don't have a tinge of truth behind it. But I mean, I trust you considering we've spoken before. I've seen you in English chat since fucking preparation season of my personal kingdom. I know Easy Pro has glazed you to the max, and I also know that people spoken clearly highly of you. So for you to be blacklisted even 2 hours after we first, kind of shot daggers at each other is just beyond me.
Yeah. So, and I will tell you something that many people don't know. Inside the kingdom, there is a lot of tensions between top 1 and top 2 officers. Not council officers. Why? Because, as you can see in the following screenshot from Hot Dog War, Zeph, or whatever, all the guys with LUM, they are all officers from top 2. And from the beginning of the KVK1, they never been taken seriously by the top 1. You see, the top 1, they have like a sense of superiority, and they always talk down about the officers of top 2. But to be fair, the officers of top 2, they are more active and they are doing more things than the others. So it got a little bit heated, and you got tensions from that.
See.
What I'm sharing with you, Hot Dog War, saying Day has never taken. So Day is the top one. Day A1. It's not the girl. There is also controversial with Day and what happened with Zane. So Zane was a T5 archer,
Yeah.
pre-KVK1. That one, I think we got everything already about this story.
Wait, can you repeat that? Sorry, my game's a little bit loud.
Yeah, so Day was the R5 of the top 2 before, and she was controversial. D, so it's D A D A E. Like the bottom right of the last screen I sent. You see that girl?
Day, right, yeah, sorry, I was looking
Yeah, Day. Yeah. Day 5 is the Alliance, and you have Day, the R5 of the top 2. And she was controversial, and so she was promoted king. And I have a message like few months ago about Zane, a player T5, saying to MKOA, if she's king, I will leave the kingdom because I don't want her to rule. I don't want to recognize her as a legitimate ruler or whatever. He didn't address that, and he went on for it anyway, and then he's playing the victim card. MKOA, like, oh, he left, but look guys, I did something good, I shared. So, Masena has that one also. He shared stuff about our enemies, so KVK, I think it's 07, yeah, the 07 king talking shit about Zane, so that Zane didn't migrate to an enemy kingdom inside KVK1, but rather to other kingdoms.
Wasn't it 06?
Yeah, 06. Yes, it was 06. Yes.
Yeah, because I've got the screenshot in my album, not the flex or anything.
Yeah, so that's the story about Zane, but it was like pretty minor, to be fair. Because, yeah, okay, we lost one player, but that's it. Then...
Oh,
what can I tell you about how it's going in leadership? Yes, you have tensions. You have always also tensions between, I would say, people that were following more or less my point of view about honor and about how we should play the game respectfully, and you have Koa and the others who like to be the devil in disguise, and they will never be transparent to you. They will never share their honest opinion. So basically, you don't know what he's thinking about you at all. For most of the
Who
times, you
calls
don't
the
know
lion?
his opinion about a situation, and he won't tell you. And he never. And one big issue I also have with Encore, he never spoke in vocals during the fight. Never. So I was the one leading the war with other
What
officers,
more unto the
and it was
priest?
we never got any help from the council for this.
I remember people
And
talking about that you were the war lead and planner for O5.
yeah, I plan all the KVK1 fights where we should put the fortress, the flags. That was my role as warlord, and I went on doing this with, of course, other officers among others alliances because you can't do this alone. And to be fair, I think I did a pretty good job and we won very fast, except in Zone 6, where it was a little bit chaotic. Because again, MKOA didn't say anything and we failed one wall jump with one flag. And then I asked basically for an advice like,
Who
do we do
calls
this
the
or that?
lion lord?
And didn't get an answer for half an hour, despite him playing the game. Whatever.
We shall meet again, Saladin.
Yeah, I was the warlord. I was also sharing my knowledge because I'm an experienced player. So I share a lot about what you should do with your account. Okay, you are going for infantry, then you should invest in this or that, whether you are free to play or spend. I helped a lot of players, I think, to understand better the game. Because in KVK1, you have a lot of natives who are
Right,
playing the
right.
game for the first time. So that's what's my role. Helping players to understand the game and war lead. That's it. And then I got removed. Yeah, just like I said, because of different opinions about rewards and about diplomacy. And he got eaten with insults.
Right,
Do you
I'm
want
just.
the...
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, you. It was just a question.
Oh no, go ahead. Go ahead. Wait, do you have a question or do I have a question? I'm just reading the chats now. It was shown by the Makoa warnings. I've just read the Aldrich chats and they're absolutely fucking shocking. The way he's treating this as well is ridiculous.
It's
Please,
like a robot. Yes.
please obtain passports ASAP. Council is requesting you leave within 24 hours.
Yeah. I'm not leaving for 24 hours, and they agreed on that later on. Like, I'm not migrating to one kingdom I don't want to, then migrating a second time. No, 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 no. You will wait for 24 to open. And they
Uh,
accepted that.
I I just wonder, is there anything else? Because I've got my personal round of questions and I've got a fucking list of them, lad.
Anything else, you mean?
Yeah, if you have anything else.
Oof, yes, too
Who
much stuff.
calls
But
the lion
let me
lord?
share.
I mean, go ahead, share anything. I mean, I'm.
Oh, with all the Deus drama that it insulted me a lot. Let me share that maybe. Where is it? I have too much.
Sorry, I was just on my phone.
Yeah.
I'm just taken aback by. I know you've done a lot of work. Easy Pro has glazed you severely over these last couple months, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
he does my head in, right? He thinks highly of you, and I know players have spoken highly of you. I know that you did a lot for the kingdom, so for them to toss you over just allegations is quite simply ridiculous.
So basically, I think it's coming from council because they are afraid of the damage, the reputation damage I can do with all the stuff I know and how they are doing things. That's the main reason they were looking for whatever reason to blacklist me and got me out because they dislike me, because they dislike how I talk to them. And I will be fair to you. I also, from the moment I left leadership, I was like, okay, but we are not in a dictatorship. I can have free speech or not. Can I speak my mind about what's happening or not at all? And I realized slowly but surely that this kingdom you can't share your opinion if it's against the leadership. Like if they are doing something and you say, I don't think it's good, we should do something else, they will be angry at you and they will say, shut the fuck up to you. Like they don't want to hear it and they don't want to see it in alien chat or whatever chat you're speaking. And they kick out Mosey because he wants to migrate because of what happened with Masena and Zack as well. And Mosey is the same. Is the most active guy in the 3705.
Yeah,
He's
I know.
crazy active.
I know. I had an argument with him, preparation KD, and we argued about Marauders. And this cunt, I remember triple or quadruple my score. But what I am
Yeah.
unsure about is the Mozzie drama because how such a player from 05 can just be leaving like that after all that's happened. I'm so confused on what's happened with Mozzie.
But again, they left him like he was like some random players that never did anything for the kingdom.
Who's the most
And
active?
again, yeah, he's the most active, the most fun. For me, he's saying a lot of shit, but he's funny. Like, okay, sometimes it's a little bit too much, but it's funny. And it's like, he went to leadership saying, what the fuck are you doing to Masena? It's not fair. You promise something, and then you change your word based on some bullshit reputation stuff, whatever. Not willing to take Masena. Masena was willing to come to here, and then he got rejected by Emperor.
I can tell you
And
why.
Mosey was very. Yeah, I know most of the story, and Mosey was really mad about that, and that's also why Rainer is like asked to leave. Also because if you are mad to leadership and you are speaking to them like he did, they will get angry and they will remove you. It's as simple as that. And they did the same with me, and they will do the same with anyone questioning their authority or even asking more information. You see what I mean? Asking more explanation about what's going on. So that's some. But they're not all bad. You see, it's like. It's like middle. You have people inside leadership, they are really good. And you have other people, I don't understand why they are like this. Why they are overreacting. Why they are making dramas over anything. Like, and sometimes it's pretty chill. Like most of the times. During my leadership time, it was pretty chill. We got no issues at all. We were just moving forward. And then KVK1 started. And then there, I don't know why, people were like, you need to follow markers, follow orders, but we are not like an army. You can't ask a whale to do exactly as you want. Sometimes the whale, they want to have kill points, so they want to do a little bit more. You see what I mean?
Yeah, we had
So
that as
they
well.
want to be frontline. They want to do. Maybe they are not doing the best, but they are whales. They don't care. They have enough resources to heal, and that's the first argument we got in KVK1, basically about you should follow the rules, yes, but we should also allow some experienced players, some whales, to do the extra if they want to do extra stuff, not really within the rules or within the markers or within the orders, but they should be allowed. It's not hurting the kingdom at all to have someone trade negatively for 5 minutes. Yeah, whatever. He has billions of resources. He doesn't care. whatever. That was the first agreement.
This
And I
is
think I shared with you some Deus Vult stuff.
about what? Sorry, my fucking YSG is too loud. What did you?
So in KVK1, first or second fight for runes,
Right.
we got an issue between leadership about how to deal with players not respecting orders and markers. And one particular officer named Deus Vult,
Yeah.
I shared the screen with you, was kicking players. So in runes, if you kick a player, he can't move his troops back to out of the zone. You see
Yeah.
what I mean? And thus, when he's doing that, they had the troops inside the runes and they were blocked. So he did that on purpose to punish them without asking anyone inside the leadership, and he was kicking players for punishing them not respecting markers. So they trade negatively. They got completely wrecked, and they got more deaths. More wounded, and more resources to spend than if he didn't do that. And that's where I was like, what the fuck? I went to him like, what the fuck are you kicking players? You just put a fine or put something like you speak to them about what they are doing, but you are not kicking them during runes. It's the first time they're fighting. They were crazy afraid of losing KVK1, despite I told them, you are crazy. They are control freak. If you want like a short recap, they are control freak about everything.
I mean, from what I've heard, they are. I've heard. I can't remember from who exactly. So people could take it. As I said, someone told me that O5 is more like an administration than it is a kingdom now. More like a business.
Yes, and what it's also sad for me, it's that the spirit of O5 before, it's lost. It's not the O5 we knew from the past. Because at the beginning, it was a bunch of people liking each other, the rambling project, and everyone like they were happy, they were joking a lot, even in leadership. And then it shift from this to control freak and very an administration with roles, and you can't do this if you are not in this part of leadership. Basically, I can't launch a technology even if I see we are full in resources and everything is you can't because it's not your role. Okay. You see what I mean by administration? It's like, okay, well, basically you can't do anything inside leadership except if you are entitled for that part. But it's okay, it can work. But it's like, meh, I can't help my kingdom and my alliance even if I see and I have the experience and I know what to do. See what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like basic things like, oh no, you can't put a slow flags even if you know exactly where you can put it, even if you know exactly what to do. No, it's not your role. And if you do that, you can have some troubles. Like I know one leadership guy, another one, whose name is Pez, Peez, and he got in trouble just for placing one slow flag. And he was threatened by being removed from leadership just for placing one flag. Imagine. I don't know if it's happened in other kingdoms for the past 4 years. They never I never saw someone threatening to kick someone from leadership for placing a flag. But maybe it's just me, but I don't know.
Man, this
What's
is a.
your opinion? What's your opinion about like everything that I just shared? Because sometimes from the inside, you don't feel like it's a massive story,
No,
but from the outside,
you don't understand, Skipper. What you've just fucking done. I seem like a major fanboy right now, but I knew that Messina was gonna go 05. I didn't have evidence, I don't know how to say it, but I knew that Messina was gonna go at 05, and I know one of the reasons why Messina didn't go at 05 was because they said his image, like you said.
Kingdom killer, reputation.
Yeah.
The principal reason was that, but there was also others, and I don't know all the reasons because I was not in leadership when that decision was made. I already left.
There's also major topic 3672. There's an account.
Oh yeah.
Major 180 million account, and
And
Judoka
someone
bought it. Yeah, Judoka. I'm gonna make it public. Judoka bought the account, and I had or have chats. I can't remember. I think I left the group chat. Judoka said he's gonna be a diplomatic there. This was during 12 trying to join us. Judoka said that he would not join 05 if Messina was going there.
Yeah, and that's why Messina was rejected to have Judoka. Simple as that.
Is Judoka still coming? Is the question.
Most probably yes. I don't know anymore. They said he will. He has his name on the Lume Alliance. Most probably yes, because of all the money already invested. I think he will. But again, MKOA is like really willing to have some players, whether they are like bad reputation. But for Masena, a small advice from someone else is enough to make him reject that player.
One question I
like
have.
it's not consistent. The consistency in the decisions, forget that.
He cares more. Does he care? From your personal opinion, because I believe this too. You can disagree with me here. Do you think McCullough cares more about numbers than feelings? In terms of data?
Most probably yes. Most of the times yes. And it's like I don't care about one player. I don't care about even 10 players. I care about the kingdom. But I said to him, yes, but those players, they were the one with the most, I would say, activity, influence, talkings inside the kingdom. It's like, if you are losing red, you are losing like, okay, it's one player, but it's red. Everyone knows him. Everyone speaks to him almost because he's also very active. So when you are losing Mosey, when you are losing Skipper, it means more.
That's ridiculous.
It means more. Yes. But whatever. MKOA doesn't. MKOA is like, okay, I had my migration, I'm happy right now, so you can leave. And that's also why he has a problem with me. He has a problem also with how Mosey reacted about Masena not coming. He has problems with few people and they will be asked to leave.
Right.
That's it.
Well.
And it's okay. He got the control of this kingdom. I helped him a lot to build the kingdom. I supported him. I defend him. I defend him a lot. But I think he forgot all my actions and he focused only on the last ones. And it's like, okay, you don't deserve to be in this project anymore. I think it's pretty unfair. I think they made up some claims about me. They made up all the dramas, all the things that they... So imagine my one action bad is one rally on 06 and the other things I'm doing bad is opening my mouth. And I'm doing that respectfully. When I see how they speak to me, I think I speak to them with respect and they don't, but okay. And I was never like completely out of the charts. Like I was always in the, like just speaking about issues, trying to show them a better way, but they were not interested.
I just have some questions, right? You talked about DS Vault. Is this Discord? I'm just gonna put it in chat. Is this Discord Sossel and Donna?
No. Deus Volt is a German player, and his Discord is also Deus something. No, it's not the same player. And it's inside leadership right now in D leaderships. It's still enough for there.
Reason I'm asking is because I'm gonna make this public because I sincerely don't give a fuck anymore. This region is, in my opinion, a shit show. But
it was planned more or less from the start with few people like, okay, O5 is gonna be massive, they're gonna win KVK1, we're gonna migrate people over there, and we are going to eat Imperium very fast. It was, they already knew like in February or March, and then basically they just plan something between them for this. I think. But I have no evidence, but I think it was the case.
This is just fucking mad. All the information you've been told, I sort of could have guessed from context clues, but it's just mind-boggling to me. Day one of the kingdom being removed is ridiculous.
Yes, it is ridiculous. And instead of speaking directly, like being transparent and saying to me, we don't like you, we don't like how you are speaking to leadership, and thus we want you to go out somewhere else because you are not loved by the leadership, you are not tolerated, and you said this, I will react like, okay, you don't want me inside this kingdom anymore, so except doing a civil war, the other option is migrating. And I never do civil wars because it's not good for anyone. So I'm like, okay, I'm just leaving. Whoever wants to join me or follow me, they can, but I don't think there will be a lot of them. And that's not the point. They just had a problem with me, and that's it. And I will move away because they don't want to be better. They just want to stay within the same people and to have like their freedom to do whatever they please. It's okay. It's their kingdom, but it was also partially my job and my work. So that's why it was very sad.
I mean, yeah, I could kind of relate to you with full team. I mean, I've no life this kingdom, so if I were to just be randomly removed one day, with absolutely fuck all, just rallying a random city is ridiculous. Being striked for that is crazy, and I'm still not clear on why you were blacklisted. That's what I'm not clear on.
It's not clear because they don't have a good reason. I got blacklisted for being on the verge of being blacklisted from the history inside KVK1 when I rally one enemy in 06, one city, and it got through, and it was just one time, so just one rally, we hit, we won, and we go back. That's it. So I was on the verge of being blacklisted from there, and then what happened 2 or 3 days ago, it's like they are saying, okay, you did something bad with Jado inside the Discord migration. I was just defending my honor because he called me a scammer, and I never scam anyone. It's the opposite.
I'm not sure where that's coming from, but I also know that Jado did cause some issues for 12, give or take.
He's lying a lot. This guy, he will say whatever he can to make you look bad or whatever. He's a liar. Like, I know him from January already, and he lies a lot. But I don't care about him. And I just said to leadership at that time, I sent that message into the Discord migration server because you didn't react. You didn't say it was wrong. You didn't say it was false, etc., etc. So I got a little bit angry at him and also at the leadership team. They were supposed to defend their player, especially a T5 player. I was like top 8 in the kill points in the DKP for KVK1. Like, I'm not just one random T5 dead weight. I don't think I am. Whatever. So that's the first reason they said, and the second reason was about me having access to leadership chat, and that's just completely hallucinating things and freaking out because I know things because people talk to me. You see, that's the issue. People inside leadership are talking to me, and that's something they want to avoid.
That's ridiculous.
Mm.
This is just fucking. This is just. I mean, even if the screenshot. What I did want to ask was to add on to what you said about the council system and the yes men. The screenshot about. I'm gonna keep his name out of this, right? But it's probably been showed already. The screenshot by him, and I'll show it in our chat right now, and I'll show it on the screen now. By him, does also add up to a story of how council goes behind 05, like how it's performed.
Yeah.
This is just crazy to me. And
So to explain how it works, normally for every big decisions there is a vote, and
Right.
also officers can vote.
right,
But in reality, they agreed with something on High Council, then they will explain and present to you the ID to the officers, and they will like present already what you should vote. You see what I mean?
yeah,
So it's already it's biased, to be fair. And one time they didn't have time to explain, and we vote before they could explain. And the vote was not in their favor. And what they said, we will re-vote again, like 1 hour later when they
until it's
explain
to
everything.
until it's to their liking.
Yes, and it was for the rewards. And then I said, okay, so you are not respecting the diplomacy for that vote, and you ask for a second one when you are talking to your yes men to do this or that. And then they vote and they follow the orders. Like this, they can keep their role and they can keep their position. It's like a vicious circle for me. But it won't happen every time. But I think you need to speak also to kill switch.
Yeah, I heard recently that they might have been blacklisted, or I've got no clue, but I heard something
No,
happened as well.
he won't be blacklisted. He left leadership like 1 or 2 days before me, also for more or less the same reason.
I see.
About yes men and just like what's the point of being there if you can first if you can't share your honest opinion because you are afraid of what's coming for you if you do, and second if your vote doesn't count because if you are voting for something and they don't like it they will redo it. Okay,
That's so fucked
like
up.
it's like a diplomacy but with some disguise and some BS. But most of the times, on most subjects, you don't need like a vote, or because people, yes, it's obvious we are going to do this or that. It's like common sense. Sometimes.
This is just fucking.
See what I-
This interview is. I don't know how long I've been recording for. I don't know. I know the voice call started. I think it took me 5 minutes, but the fact that we've been talking for nearly 40, 50 minutes about this, and there's just so much info to wrap my head around. That's really
Yeah, maybe
fucked up.
bullet points will help. I
Yeah.
didn't have time to write everything, but it's like condensing information that happened for like 4 months.
This is just.
It's massive as well.
What I did want to say was, what a friend of DS Vault actually went on Discord to migrate Vault's account, and we may or may not have, possibly been a target. So that's what confused me, because DS Vault was gonna migrate post KVK1.
Yeah, and then he changed his mind.
He changed his mind to migration. This is.
Yeah. So they talk between MCO and him. Apparently, they talked. I don't know what happened, but I was like very angry at him, and he sent a lot of insults to me that was so no consequence at all to set me a lot. It was very how can I say that? You see when someone is reacting very fast, eat it, easy eat it about any situation because he was doing too much things. He was basically on the nerves every time. For this, I think it was like, okay, it's enough. I want to go out. It's enough. I am out. And then they talk, and then he stayed. I think that's the story. But again, it's someone else's story, so I don't have all the details.
Yeah,
We
no,
shall
no.
meet again.
Man, this is just fucking.
It's crazy.
I mean, I think I explained my animosity a couple of times. I've got my reasons why. I mean, I don't know if you remember a player called iPetite in 05, but what happened was, I know I've sidetracked. What happened was, SQ, who stood in not diplomacy, recruitment, he recruited iPetite, who's now one of the best, the best performing whale, I'd say, by far, up there next to Zane. What happened was Makoa went on a run and he threatened Bird, the then R5, who's still rotational R5. And I kind of went ballistic on Makoa. I apologized because Diplo forced me to. And turns out he leaked chats and insulted me. So this is why I've got my personal reasons for doing this. But I personally always knew that there was something behind 05 because Zane leaving was the biggest marker that something was wrong. What you just told me is fucking mind-boggling because Mozzie being... Oh, more info.
Yeah, I found. So, just to understand a little bit,
Right.
I sent DMs in Discord to MCOAS when I was still in leadership and when we were still fighting for the Kiviki 1 win. He didn't reply for weeks. He was like ignoring me deliberately for like I don't know what reason, what happened. But since one issue happened in the runes, you see when we have that argument with kicking players inside runes because they were not following markers, whatever.
Right.
From that point, I think he wants me out of his kingdom. And he has a big ego for him. He did a lot. He did everything. While in fact he's only doing diplomacy and also some migration and so recruitment for migration. But diplomacy in KVK1, nothing to do. It was 1v3 or whatever. The 3708 helped a little bit, but it's like whatever.
Just to confirm, is Bong Bong Makoa?
Yes, that's MCOA Discord.
I see. This is just wow. Hold on. So
And it's from April. You see, you have the date as well. That's why I like.
I see.
And when I said to them, so I said today because they was also the R5.
Right.
It's the first time I want to leave leadership because of what's happening. Isn't it worth your time or someone's time at least? Because when I wanted to go out, no one was willing to speak things about with me. Like just okay, let's talk a little bit. What's happening? No one inside council. So I was inside council, not high council. And no one was willing to speak about me or with me. And I was like, okay, then I will just leave because you don't care anymore, I guess. And it was just after like few months without any reaction from not few months but few weeks without any reaction from MCOA. And I sent to MCOA. That's also why I sent to you what Deus sent to me. I'm just a disgusting liar and whatever. Like he insulted me by a lot of ways, and I asked him to fix his raging bull, being Deus Vult. You see the screenshot with all the caps lock
Yeah.
messages, and I was like very calm, like,
This
and
is just,
he was not.
this is just fucking crazy. If you want to know how long this has been going on for, this has been going on for 50 minutes, and there's still more to get through.
Oh, I can speak about what happened like for maybe 1-2 hours. I told Marcela, we don't have a. It's not like a small thing to reveal the behind the scenes. It's a it's a book we have to write.
Mate, I'm all here for. I'm gonna spend. I've got a whole week off. I'm gonna do my revision for college. But I'm here as long as you need. I'm unemployed, you know. I'm here. I'll suffer editing the video. But this.
Yeah. Just for you, I would love to see what you are writing, just to give my opinion about, oh, maybe this was not 100% true, maybe say more this or more that. I don't want to review and change your opinion or your end result, but I would like to have some views on it, just to guide you a little bit.
Yeah, no, I mean, man, the main point I am going to talk about is shockingly the tension between each other in council. Mozzie and you leaving are definitely a major fucking point, to say the least. I mean, fuck if I can, like, you know, it's just I'm not gonna cut anything from it. I'm gonna give it everything that we're saying now will be sent out. I'm not cutting anything from this. I'm not editing it. I'm not gonna be a snake. People can watch through it. I'll pinpoint stuff on I'll pinpoint stuff in the description. But everything I say now, I'll do it without no cuts in it, apart from editing some stuff out which people weren't supposed to see.
We shall meet again.
But this is just
Saladin.
the main talking points which I'm astounded by is the reason Mozzie was pissed off at Makoa because I tried to get an interview Mozzie and he said no. And there's also that mail I do want to speak about. I don't believe I have it. Where I'm gonna share it. I have to scroll up at some chats to find it. But there was a mail that Makoa sent to Mozzie, and it was something about, I don't know if it was satire or not. I can't find it now. But it was an email about
five bullet points, like the language insulting people too extremely, etc. What he said to Mozzie.
I mean,
no, we are not speaking about that.
No, but what I'm saying is you can bring up any points you want to mention and I'll do it for you, but because you told me a lot of shit. The fact, I mean, I'm going to be transparent. I know you probably received some screenshots, some words about 14, but...
Yes, but I don't care.
Yeah, I don't know what you received, but in council, we may have insulted with each other, but not to the T where, you know, it causes someone to migrate. Okay, might have been wrong on that behalf, but...
So for me, the most shocking part is the reason why Mozzie and I are leaving and why they're how they are dealing with us. That's the most shocking part. Like, they are dealing with us like we are some barbarians or whatever, like without any love for the kingdom, without any work.
Right.
It's like shocking. The most shocking part is like how they treat us. You see what I mean?
Yeah, this is just fucking been day ones of 05 being treated like this is fucking ridiculous to me.
Because we didn't do anything wrong in the facts, like moving your troops, or we didn't do anything of that. We just gave our opinion about decisions. That's what we did. That's all we did. It's if it's not a dictatorship, I don't know what it is, but it feels like one. You can't say your mind without consequences. if you are saying bad stuff about leadership, like for example, Zeph is completely useless because he doesn't understand the game and he's there just because he's a yes man and he's like the little dog of MCOA. Kitty.
This is just. I mean, fuck, they're dead. We've reached, and I thought this might be, a quick 10-15 minute at max, but we're reaching nearly an hour.
Told you it will be 1 hour.
This is just fucking. So the main points were how I mean, every kingdom has their own way of council, right? I won't deny that, but there's the high court, the council officers.
High council, yes. You have 3 levels: high council, council, and leadership people.
Right.
All the officers, all the R4. And high council is like MCOA with 2 other people, Zeph and I don't remember if they is still there, but whatever. It's like the R5 of top 1, top 2, and most trusted guys. Then you have the council. Council is where you have all the R5 from top 1, 2, 3, and also 1 or 2 people from each R4 alliances.
Right.
Like the trusted, like it's like the guard, the first line of defense, and then you have all the officers.
Yeah.
For example, Aldrich is council. Who else? Zeph, obviously, is even high council. You have also who is high council? I think it's Godfrey.
Was Barnes at one point council?
Who? Barnes. Oh no, it's just officers.
I see.
But at one point, I didn't tell you about what happened, but very early in KVK, before KVK 1. There is a whole drama about shells. So, before KVK 1, as in every kingdom, there were some tensions between alliances. About, so in the past, it was called SC. SC is like MCOA, Rhino D, SP, and SS. Maybe you remember the names.
Yeah, of course. I do remember SC, SS, and SD.
And SP. Yeah, that's the 3 alliances. And basically what happened before, SS was top 1 with a lot of active players. And some shit happened. I don't remember why exactly, but Barnaby, he was like in the top management of SP or whatever. And basically what happened, it's like they switch players from one to another, but then they change the decision and they asked to go back to SS, and then it was crazy. People were like, they didn't understand what to do between SS and SP. And SC was like stable with MCOA. I was there also. And it was crazy. People were begging us. They were at door. They were begging us to let them in. Like 10 people, 10 new people every day were messaging us like, please can I come, etc., etc. It was crazy until we'll fix the situation because everyone was willing to leave the leadership from the others. So they were like not recognized at all. So the other leaders, many people didn't want to follow them. They want to follow leadership from SC, so MCOA, myself, and other guys as well. So they went to us. Many people were trying to say, I will migrate if you don't accept me, like stuff like that. Yeah, we almost lost, I think, 10 or 20%. Between 10 and 20% of the kingdom, it was at stake, but we managed to get everyone together again and fix that. And then that's how SC and MCOA got top 1 alliance because of this shit. And then you have like Tusk leaving, whatever. Too much stuff. T5 players not playing the game at all. Basically, it was inactive leadership within top 1 that led to this situation. It was like completely madness, and then it good. Everything was fixed. Like 1 week after, okay, it was done, and we were like back on track. But that 1 week, it was hectic.
We shall meet
Yeah,
again.
and it happened way before. It happened in zone 2 of KVK 1, of the Kingdom 05. So it was like back in January or February. So many players, they don't care about that part anymore because it's like only native still playing remember that shit. So it's not. I think we are like 100 people left from the natives maximum.
And I heard natives aren't happy about how they're being treated as well if the new migrants coming in.
Of it's okay. I think they do it a good job of splitting players and managing to have like two top one, top two very close and very active with more or less same level of activity and gold chest. So it's okay. It's just weird that they didn't do any like kind of presentation of who were coming into us. Like we so if I am a simple player like right now, I have to go and talk to people to understand who they are, why they are coming, etc., etc. Like I would have loved to have like a little email saying yes, you have this group of 3672, you have this Russian group, you have this group from that, you have a lot of people from O6, Showtime, um, whatever. Almost all the T5 non-Chinese one came to us. So yeah, I would have loved to have one simple email explaining the big groups coming into us and why and who they are, like just a list of people. You see what I mean? Just to explain, like, okay, we managed to have a good migration, we eat Imperium, and right now that's who they are and where they are. No, no.
You're gonna see my face and how when you tell me all this information. This was fucking befuddling to me. This is just fucking crazy. If I'm being dead ass, it's completely crazy.
Oof. One guy from leadership, he got rejected from leadership for sharing. No, not even sharing. So he write to someone about something we discussed inside the leadership chat.
Right.
So we discussed something all together,
Shall meet
and
again.
he discussed to one guy. So the matter was blacklisting one people or not, about insulting someone, whatever. And he discussed about that one, and he shared. So he rewrite exactly the words of one officer, and people were crazy. Like, how does this guy can know? So we have one rule inside the leadership Discord. So they have a separate Discord. We have one rule: you can't share anything to anyone outside. So that's why also right now I'm respecting that rule. You see all the screenshots I'm sharing to you, they are not from that Discord. Because I gave my word to never share anything from there.
Right.
But that's where all the shit is. But whatever. I gave my word. And I will respect that word, that what happened there stay there between people that were inside leadership. But
We shall meet again.
man, it goes crazy. But when in the end I was like, okay, I will stay for KVK2. I will just hang out with my friends and just don't speak at all. And then one day I woke up and I got blacklisted and removed from every top alliances. I'm like, what happened? And you see that the exchange with Aldrich.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yes, but what did I do? I did nothing. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, but that
I was very surprised.
the
That
mystery.
day I was very surprised.
I mean, again, I think I said this before, but I'm still surprised and have no fucking idea why you've been blacklisted.
It's not clear for me. So they gave me two reasons, and I gave them a justification, not a justification, but I told them one is not true, and the other one, okay, it was the Jado things, but come on, it's not that massive to blacklist me. I just sent one message that you deleted 30 minutes after, like, Jado is a fucking liar, don't trust him, like I just said something like that, whatever. And they are not transparent because they don't want to say it. No one wants to say, we don't like Skipper, so we will remove him. That's it. Just because of who I am, my opinions about them, and what I know about them. I know how they work. You see what I mean? I know their habits and what they will tell you and what they won't tell you. I know the devil in disguise. I know how it's manipulating. You see, manipulating people, it's like a game. And if you are speaking last, you will always win the game. I think MKOA is like just one guy putting in practice what he knows will work for the psychology of people.
It's just fucking.
And when it's like he won't, so as soon as he see that you are not fully 100% following him, he won't tell you anything anymore, and he will try to put you aside, not aside, but not put you in the loop of many information, like, and just nothing. I was still in council. I know that stuff about diplomacy were going on for KVK2 and for migration, and I told him, be careful. You have some people coming into this that were not very, that they don't have a good reputation. You talk about reputation to Masena, but then you are taking some players that have bad reputation. It's not very consistent. What can you say about that? Like, are you doing whatever you want, or is there some rules everyone needs to follow, even you? Apparently, there is none. Okay, I think it's like right now I don't have any more facts. Yeah. It's just me speaking.
It's just. I am so taken aback. I didn't. I thought this would be for tomorrow, but man, it's. I mean, if that's basically. I've got all my questions have been answered. Like.
Okay. And still, like I shared, people are voting for MKOA. Like they are following him, and many people, they love MKOA, and they won't know that part of MKOA because he won't share and he won't tell people about that. I would say it's the dark side of MKOA. Yeah, you can call that a dark side of MKOA because he's not only with flaws, he's also someone with good management skill. He can lead. It's not like, I won't tell he's a bad leader. No, it's not true. He's just a leader that I can't follow because of his opinions and values.
I mean,
it's too manipulative for me.
if I get this video out, right? Because I mean, you did give me your consent, so just so you know, if you disagree, I just stop the recording now. I delete what happened. I mean, obviously, I am gonna share. It's gonna be a couple of days to like actually get it out because I've got some big things planned. But do you think that this video, with proof added, will share some people's perspectives on what goes on behind 05?
Some part, yes. Maybe not everything, but some part of this interview, yes. Like, I think many people don't know about the Mosey Masena stuff.
No, not
like,
even I did.
Masena willing to migrate, etc. I think many people doesn't know how or what is happening inside leadership. So maybe those two parts are interesting for the people. But apart from that, yeah, it's just different opinions. And if they're fine with how the kingdom is managed, I'm fine as well. Just that myself, I was pointing out stuff that we can improve, and they were not willing to improve themselves. So at that point, I was like, okay, that plus the fact that you don't share the same opinions about me and how we should deal with rewards and how we should deal with diplomacy inside the game. Maybe I'm
We
like,
shall meet again.
and Memkoa told me, "Oh, you are not, you are too dumb to understand what's going on." And I was like, "Oh, really? I can't understand diplomacy. Oh, that's a first. Whatever."
Now he brought. I wanted to bring the diplomacy up, but he brought it by itself. My question is, and I don't know if you may know now, but what is going on between 05 and Allies for KVK2 from what you know? Because I myself am, as rotational War 5, as council member, someone who's been for 14, I've tried to contact 07 myself, and I've got no clue what's going on with Allies, or if 05 is allying 07 or shit like that.
So there is two ideas. One idea is maybe they go for a 1 versus 7 in KVK2
Right.
without allies. I don't think they will, but I think they will propaganda on this to have good migration, and they did. And the second part, I think they will ally with 1 or 2 kingdoms. It will be a 2v6 or 3v5, depending on what you just said. Maybe 1 king, so they are looking to ally with the strongest kingdom possible, not the weakest. So, for example, 11, 14, maybe even 18 or 20. I don't know. I don't know what's going on in diplomacy, but what I know for sure, they're looking to have at least 1 or 2 allies, but they won't tell they want that. They will tell we are strong enough to want V7, which might be true, because when I saw all the big guys coming in, it might be true they can, if they are active enough. We will see.
This is just.
We shall meet
Well,
again.
I mean,
Samaradin.
if you have anything else to say, I'm just gonna put it there and we can go through this. If you have anything else,
Yep. No, I think I cover almost everything. And if there is anything else, you can even go back to me about
no worries.
something. But
Thank,
yeah, thank you very much.
thank you for you being here. This is just crazy to me.
I did this because there is a lack of transparency from all of them, and also because of what they did to me, that I profoundly find unfair, that they can't even say the real reasons.
Alright.
If they say, okay, we don't like you, bye bye, okay, at least it's honest. You see what I mean?
But the fact
But
that
they,
they did it behind your back, and
yeah,
no, I mean, if we were to kick someone off, you'd say the reason why.
yeah, and you do it, and that's it, and you share those reasons to people asking why Skipper is blacklisted. And when people from their kingdoms asking this in Alien Shot, they said, we won't share the reasons.
This is
So that's
stupid.
the reply.
This is just beyond me.
Yeah, because, okay, it's one player they were used to play with, and he got blacklisted, and apparently there is some drama, and they won't share why. Okay.
Alright. Thank you for, obviously nothing else. Thank you for being here, because this has genuinely not only uncovered my thoughts and opinions, but I'm sure many people who know what drama there is behind this region, and I will be making more videos on this because it's just quite frankly ridiculous. But thank you for taking your time to be here.
Yeah, thank you for you. Thank you also for this interview. And
worries.
there is also the Neribo drama, but it's just the funny part. It's just goofy, that one.
Who calls the lion?
Neribo, he was a YouTuber, and he was harassing girls. And then he got ethics as well because of this, and we zeroed him and asked him to leave. That guy is just crazy.
Ruin
But he was
and
funny.
decay.
Alright, I'm just gonna